Hi Pisces, welcome to your May 2022 readings. I've laid out the cards and the oracle cards into 5 energies, past, present, what the sign is bringing to the situation, and advice from spirit. So for all our newcomers, I read the cards according to those 5 energies. And for those who are familiar with how I do things here, my name is Jophia Mind Tarot, and this is the month of May's 2022 readings. Okay, Pisces, so let's see what's in the position of past energies. All right. So in the position of past energies, we have healing light. So healing light, right? So for this card to come up, in the past you had to heal from something. This spirit is bringing the healing energy in to heal you in this situation. You perhaps went through something difficult emotionally, physically, or spiritually. And now the healing energies, not now, but in the past, the healing energies came in. And you were in the process of healing. You had overcome something that was difficult in the past and that you had to heal from. In looking at these birds up here on the top at the back, I don't know if you could see these birds up there on the top. To me, the birds flying like that signify seeing stuff from a higher perspective, especially if it's spiritual or emotional. Maybe seeing the purpose behind it. And so when you receive this card, healing light, it doesn't mean that you're totally healed. It just means that the spirit of healing is over, was over your life in the past and probably still is right now. And when I look for the card underneath the healing card, I see deception in the reverse. So for this card to come up, it may be that someone was deceptive in the past, but you came from this, so you no longer have to deal with this deception. It's been healed in the past. Okay, so in the past energies, you came from, you had the healing light for something that was deceptive but is no longer deceptive. This is in the past. So I'm not sure, Pisces, if you went through this deceptive, whatever came up, whether it was gossip, because you see these two people in the back are talking about this lady in the front, in the front here, and she's hearing them whisper, or she's overhearing gossip that she's not too happy about. So this could be emotional, maybe loved ones or family members or even co-workers, as it speaks about in this card. So this happened in the past, and it seemed to be a long time ago in the past, because it's in the reverse now in the position of past energy, and the spirit is showing healing light in the upright. People were wearing masks, they weren't being who they portraying themselves to be, who they were, who you thought they were, right? She has a mask on. She doesn't, people can't really tell who this is, or maybe you thought you knew who this was, or this person was, or these people were. And so yeah, you experience deception and now you have the healing light coming in to help you for the month of May. In the position of present energy, we have stand your ground in the reverse. So stand your ground represents the Seven of Wands in the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Standing your ground in this card, you know, since you had healing light, maybe you had to stand up for something in the past, but I guess you no longer have to do that. You know, you can lower your defenses. You no longer have to put up strong, you know, boundaries, ward away, you know, gossip or whatever difficulties you had to go through. You attained the wisdom that you needed with this purple color here, because the purple represents the third eye, right? So you gained wisdom from the situation. Not gained, you have wisdom now for what you experienced prior. So whatever you gain wisdom from this situation, which is the Three of Wands in the reverse, which is called partnerships and alliances. So an alliance in the present energy was broken apart. So there's now no alliance, right? The arms are separated. You know, people are not still working together, but you gain wisdom. You no longer have to stand up to them, but that doesn't mean that the situation has resolved itself. Otherwise, it would be in the upright. But you no longer have to stand your ground in the present because you gain wisdom about the situation. So if something, say you had someone stole money out of your purse, right? I'm giving an example. So in the past, someone stole money from your purse and it caused you great pain and discomfort because you couldn't, you know, maybe pay for a taxi home or something. And say you had to walk home and it took longer than it had, and it really took your day back. I mean, you had all these plans, and when somebody stole that $5 out your purse, it totally took you out of your element. Okay, so now the healing energy comes in. You're recovering from that, you know, discomfort, that, you know, pain, heartbreak, whatever that was, especially if you found out who it was. And then finally, you didn't get over the situation, but you felt better, you know, about it, you know. And anyway, you no longer have to stand your ground because you found out perhaps who did it, you know, who was the deceptive person that did that to you. Right? And now you have to, even though you no longer have to stand your ground because you gain wisdom from it, you know that you can't have your purse, you know, in view of whomever that was or whomever they were. You no longer have to stand your ground because you gain wisdom from it. But that doesn't mean that the people are not who they still are. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and here in addition there's a card that says no positive movement forward, right? So you don't feel any drive, right? This is the Eight of, is it the Eight of Cups? I believe this is the Eight of Cups. Positive movement forward. It's in the reverse, maybe coming back to the situation, but it's the red. Let me see what excuse me, I think this is the Eight of Cups, positive movement forward. Hold on one moment. No, it's not. I don't think it's the Eight of Cups. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so it is the, oh, it is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it is the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, so open my Eight of Pentacles. Alright, so yeah, you still, you know, you don't have the money, and the partnership is a bust. Okay, the people that you thought were your friends, it's now a bust. But anyhow, let's move on to what you're bringing to the situation. What is your new attitude? What is your new perspective? What are you bringing to the situation? All right, the cards have already been cleared, so I'm just going ahead and shuffle the deck. All right, so what's the situation? What is the Pisces bringing to situation spirit for the month of May 2022? Pisces bringing into the situation. What is the sign of Pisces bringing into situation spirit for the month of May 2022? Thank you, Spirit. What is the sign of Pisces bringing into the situation for the month of too many cards, I'm sorry. I see just the Four of Wands popped out. So maybe things might get patched up in the future, you know. Maybe it was over a house, you know, maybe it was in a family situation that it happened. What is the sign into the situation? Unconscious spirit, thank you. What is the sign of the situation for the month of, oh, this is too much. Temperance in the reverse, so you know, time. High Priestess. Was secrets revealed? Oh no, secrets, it was hidden, sorry. High Priestess in reverse. Okay, what is this? This is the World. Okay, so you achieve success. This is the World. Okay, you achieve success in the situation. You're able to, you know, have a higher mind, see more clearly. This lady, I don't know if I should be showing the cards because she's, you know, naked. But anyhow, there's a snake at the at the bottom of this card. So this snake at the bottom, you know, that's deception, right? And it is now over because the world is in the upright. So whatever you went through, you succeeded, and you see yourself as successful in this situation, in whatever situation that was deceptive for you. You were able to bring in a new cycle to where you learned the lessons that you needed to learn. Perhaps what you experienced was an ongoing situation, and with your new perspective, you were able to close out a cycle. Okay, you were able to close out a cycle, have a successful completion. It is now over. Okay, so you have a, you know, the healing that was in the past. You know, you're lowering your guard. You already learned what lessons you need to learn from it. And you're not exactly revealing to others what you gain from this situation. You're kind of keeping it under wraps. So if it's, you know, say it's Sandy, not calling out any particular name. You found out something about Sandy, and that doesn't mean that you go spreading it around. You just keeping this information to yourself. Whatever you discovered that was deceptive, you put an end to it. You see the snake is here again. There's another snake, but you're aware of the snake now. You're aware of the snake now, and you have more wisdom about that snake. Maybe the snake is still in your midst. I mean, the snake is here in the High Priestess as well as in the World card, right? The snake is still there, but you're no longer bothered by the snake. She is not bothered. The High Priestess is not bothered about the snake, and the woman in the World card is not bothered by the snake because they already know the snake. They know the snake is there, and they know how to handle that snake. Right now you gained a lot of wisdom, and you're not exactly revealing the secrets as to how you what knowledge you gain. Maybe you just keeping silent about it. Okay, so what is the outcome? All right, what is the outcome? Okay, so what is the outcome for Pisces for May 2022? What is the outcome for Pisces May 2022? What is the outcome for Pisces May 2022? What's the outcome? What is the outcome? Pisces May 2022. Okay, I see the Four of Wands again, but the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah, so things haven't quite resolved itself, I would say, because that happiness that you were hoping to achieve, or the happiness that was in the past, before you went through this thing, it's now over, but things are not resolved as of yet. So what is in the position of the outcome? How many cards are these? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles popped out. Okay, so could be something about stability, money, right? Yeah, no more deception, right? Because the Seven of Swords is in the reverse. So yeah, ooh, this is too much. Yeah, wow. Temperance again. I wonder if I should, but this is the only card that turned, didn't turn over. But let me just go ahead and shuffle again, just in case. Okay, so we got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, which is good. You're no longer up in your head about it, which is good. The outcome is that you're fine. You're not up in your head about it. The outcome is what is seen in the High Priestess, you know what you've been through. You gain the wisdom from it. You successfully completed whatever you went through. You have the healing light. So that healing light of the past is still continuing now because you're out of your head about it. So if you're not yet out of your head for May, you will be soon. Okay, because we're not fully into May yet. But at least by the end of May, you should be, coming out of your head. Not feeling trapped by the situation, not having the constant thoughts, and, it'll calm down. Okay, so look forward to the Pisces, right? And then for the Three of Pentacles, this seems to be something that will happen where you'll finally work on something new. Maybe the job, say it's a job situation that you found out that someone was deceptive. maybe you might be able to still work with them, but then, you know, you already have the information that you need. You're already wise to the situation. You know how to work things from now on. Okay, because somebody was being immature, right, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, you know how to, you're beginning to come out again, and you know, and or willing to work on a situation. It could be that too. You know, you found out what you needed to find out, and maybe you decide to work with others, or work with, you know, someone else. Or if this is a family situation, you finally come out of your head because that wisdom that you gained told you that maybe you need to do things differently. Who to trust, who not to trust. Maybe establishing firm boundaries, you know, saying what you need to say, bring up, you know, or, you know, looking at the red flags, right? Or, you know, anytime these, you know, issues come up again, people know where you stand. Okay? So, yeah. Now, in the position of advice from Spirit, we have White Rose of Hope. So this card, White Rose of Hope, you see right here, White Rose of Hope, is from the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Oh, I should have put it up here. The Oracle of Mystical Moments by Catherine Wellstein. And this White Rose of Hope talks about, you know, that all is not lost. That even though there's darkness all around her, that she experienced darkness, there's hope in that particular situation. Maybe you're able, as I said, you're able to, you gain the wisdom and, you know, how to do things, how to move in the future, how to deal with a particular situation in a family dynamic. Or it could be, you know, in any partnership, whether it's romantic or otherwise, right? Maybe there's still hope in that situation. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Could be, right? Because under this is home in the sky, right? Home in the sky. You know, with the birds, and this is the whole neighborhood, you know, coming together again, you know, traveling around, moving around together, still working with each other, right? So let's see what it talks about. It says 41, home in the sky. Let's see what that says. Wanderlust, adventure, safe haven. Okay, so the houses here means security, that they haven't lost, you know, their stability. They haven't lost, you know, security. So if someone was deceptive at the job, you were able to maintain your job. You were able to keep your job, right? So that's where the hope comes in here. If it's a family dynamic, say you know, you had a difficult family situation, maybe it resolved itself. You gained what you need to gain, and the hope was that you were able to resolve whatever you had to resolve, but you learned from it. So let's see. I'm gonna pull more oracle cards here to see what your soul had to learn from this experience. I know this is more than I usually do, but I thought I should add a couple more cards in here if you don't mind. So let's just spend a few minutes with this deck. This is Soul's Journey lesson cards. So let me go ahead and shuffle. So yeah. So let's see what your soul is learning from this. Alright, let's see what's in the spirit. So this is one, this Pisces supposed to learn from this experience. Hopefully it'll, you know, go according to what we learned here. This is so learning from this situation. Pisces, 2022. This is so of all Pisceans supposed to learn for this month of May 2022. Spirit, thank you. What is the soul of all Pisces viewers supposed to learn in this situation for the month of May 2022? I hope you don't mind me adding this. Tell me if you like it. Alright. What is the soul of my Pisceans supposed to learn for the month of May 2022? What is my Pisceans? Oh, pride, love. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So when I look at this card, the pride card, I don't know, well, you say have pride in yourself. And when I see this card, it talks, to me, it talks about boundaries. Having pride in yourself, meaning standing up for what you believe in. It comes in with the stand your ground card. I think, even though it was in the reverse, you know, you're having pride within yourself. You know, showing people what you're going to put up with. Right? And under that it says, freedom, I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. So yeah, you're not letting people steal your joy. You're having pride in yourself. Okay, so your soul learned pride and how to be freedom to express yourself. Because I know a lot of Pisceans, you know, they keep a lot of stuff inside. Right, they keep a lot of stuff inside. I may be wrong, you know. The Pisces usually they rather swim away. They don't really get into confrontation with others. So yeah. And finally, how do you take care of yourself? Okay, so we have here the believe in yourself. What is it called? Believe in yourself and your own magic. Oracle deck by Amanda Lovis. So let's see how you're going to take care of yourself here. All right, so how is my Pisceans going to take care of this? What self, you know, what can they do for self? What can my Pisceans do for self? For the month of May 2022, what can my Pisceans do for self? For the month of May 2022, what can my Pisceans do for self? For the month of May 2022. One more shuffle. Alright. Cut the deck. What can my Pisceans do for self? For the month of May 2022. Thank you, Spirit. What can my Pisceans do for self? For the month of May 2022. Okay, so here we have, take yourself out on a date. Perfect. Homework. Take yourself out on a date. Right? That means spending time with self. Listening to that inner voice with that little birdie that you see up there. Right? Trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, treating yourself. You went through something really difficult. So what can you do to treat yourself? I'm not saying like, you know, gorge on anything and eat like a whole bunch of stuff that you're going to regret. But it could mean going on a nice little walk, spending time with people that, you know, appreciate you. Or maybe as you're taking yourself out on a date, you just going somewhere fun, somewhere you like to go, things that you like to do for self. And remember to practice self-love, which is part of the, take yourself out on a date here. So practicing self-love is establishing boundaries, you know, and standing up for yourself, having pride, and, you know, it's over. You have the healing energies and you learn from this. So congratulations, Pisces. Okay. All right, I hope this helps. I hope the extra cards, brought in some perspective for you. And I hope this wasn't too long. Thank you so much. I'll try to shorten it up next time. But take care, Pisces. Oh my goodness, almost half an hour. Hope it wasn't too bad. Okay, take care, Pisces. See you next month for June 2022 readings. Take care. Bye.